Good Tuesday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. I am the host for South Carolina Weather, Justin Peterson, and let's go on ahead and start talking about the weather. Let's start on ahead and talk about where we are. We have some scattered showers around South Carolina right now, very widespread and not really affecting a lot of people right now. Going down to our south, we have some more compact showers, still not much so down in Florida, and then we have a huge blob of rain going through most of Arkansas and most of Missouri right now. And we have some severe weather going on inside of the Houston area and north of Houston as well. We have some snow up here near Toronto and northern Michigan, as well as New York and the western New England regions. And then we have an unsettling clear inside of the West Coast. Not really much is happening. All that energy that was over here inside the West Coast that was bombarding them with rain has moved down to the south and then will move east out like this, which will bring some cold air for a while, and then that will also skedaddle as well. Now, talking about the cloud cover for right now as it shows up, we have some very heavy cloud cover around the Charleston area right now, especially Myrtle Beach. Pretty much has been cloudy for almost all of South Carolina all day. Columbia, you're getting some mostly cloudy skies. Same thing with the upstate as well. Going to our temperatures, as they are not loading. Going through our temperatures right now, we can see around 53 in Augusta, 47 in Atlanta, 53 in Macon, 52 in Columbia, 67 in Gainesville, 59 in Tallahassee, 46 in Huntsville, 41 in Chattanooga, and 44 inside of Charlotte, as well as 62 near Charleston, 59 near Myrtle Beach, and 54 near Florence. Now, that is that. Let's go ahead and talk about the minimum temperatures for tonight. Minimum temperatures can reach around 59 around Charleston, 55 around Myrtle Beach, 51 near Sumter, 50 near Florence, 49 near Columbia, and then low 40s near the Greenville Spartanburg region. Going on talking about our max wind gusts, 10 to 15 miles an hour. And then going on with our 24-hour precipitation totals, we can see around an inch or two around in the Blue Ridge Mountains inside of South Carolina. Around 4/10 to probably even a half an inch for Greenville, Spartanburg, a tenth of an inch for both Charleston and Columbia, and then barely any rain for the Myrtle Beach area. Going on talking about the models for right now, as we can see, as we move this thing forward, you can see that we are getting a whole bunch of rain, pretty much for this area near the North Carolina region. And if you look at the North Carolina mountains, we start right here. You can see a bunch of rain just staying in the same areas over and over and over again. With all that rain for the next 60 hours out, where this is 60 hours out from now, and we go to the total accumulated precipitation up there in the mountains of North Carolina near like Asheville, they could get potentially 5, 6, 7 inches of rain, and then there's some isolated spots that can get up to 10 to 12 inches of rain up there as well. Same thing if you look near the Louisiana and Arkansas border, 7, 8, 9 inches of rain around this area near the Louisiana and Arkansas border, around the Louisiana and Mississippi border. They can see 6, 7 inches of rain. Over here near we are, you can see the most amount of rain we'll probably get is up in the upstate, but there is a potential near like the Charleston area. They can see around an inch or two of rain. But definitely the most amount of rain we will see is over here to our west, especially near like Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas and Mississippi, where 6, 7, 8 inches of rain are possible over there, which is why they have a bunch of this is why they have a bunch of moderate risk of severe weather out. And I can show you that right now, actually, before we showed the Storm Prediction Center's outlook right here, which there is a pretty much a marginal risk. So it's a 2% chance of tornadoes for the green area down there, a 5% for the brown area for wind. This is for wind. And then we have a 5% chance of hail for that region down there. Going on and talking about the excessive rainfall outlook as that gets pulled up, there's that moderate risk of excessive rainfall, which is why there's so much flooding. They decided that the moderate risk would be helpful and would be probably executed and should be, and well deserved. It should be. And because with 6, 7, 8, 9 inches of rain, that's definitely something that you don't want to mess with, especially even if you're not inside of a flood prone area as well. So we can go ahead and move it forward some. Let's go to the day 2 excessive rainfall outlook. The upstate of South Carolina will be under a marginal risk of excessive rainfall. That means a 5% chance of seeing rain, pretty much, or flooding, I should say. And then that moderate risk, that red zone, get extended to the east. The day 3 excessive rainfall outlook, the upstate is now inside the slight risk, and the moderate risk goes down towards like the Columbia region. And here's the next 168 hours. This is what the rainfall could look like for the next 168 hours. So this is 7 days. This ends on Tuesday, January the 30th at 7 p.m. We can see 1.9 inches of rain, Columbia, around 7/10 and possibly even 8/10 of an inch from Charleston all the way up to Myrtle Beach. And then look over to our west, you can see 6, 7, 8 inches of rain near the Louisiana and Mississippi border. And obviously the models are going to be different. So the other one, it showed like almost 6, 7, 8, 9 inches of rain. This one is only showing 6 or 7 inches of rain. So this is why it's very hard to depict how much rain's going to fall, because rain is very hard to measure. It needs to be like happening right in the moment for us to know how much rain is actually falling. And up there near the mountains of South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, you can see around 4 to possibly 5 inches of rain as well. So that is the rain outlook. And here is our dew points. This is for the severe weather that's possible on Friday. We are still way too far out, and I'll show you why actually in a second. If we go through, I called this the tornado triangle in yesterday's video. I said that if we have above 60-degree dew points, then that's step 1 that we need for severe weather to start, and we have it. We have the 60-degree dew points that we need. Now, going on and talking about the 850 millibar heightened wind, we need at least 34 knots. And if we push this forward, most people in the upstate has more than 34 knots. And then here we are around Saturday, which not much severe weather, if any severe weather is expected, 42 knots. So yes, there is knots. There are wind in the upper atmosphere that is indeed being unstable and overall able to produce severe weather. Here is our surface-based cape now as well. You can see from the map that if you get put in like the black region or the light blue or even the yellow and orange region, that's like instability pretty much, how unstable is the atmosphere. And as you can see, we have a lot of, not really too much, but like almost enough to produce severe weather. This is why it's going to be probably marginal, because we might not see like severe weather, like maybe that we might, but again, we are way too far out, like way too far out to call out. And let me show you why we are way too far out. If I go on ahead and show you all the model real quick, and I show y'all the NAM3 and then go to the radar, you can see by February, I shouldn't even say February, by January 26th, which is Friday, on the 26th of January, it's only at 1 a.m. If severe weather does happen, it would happen during the afternoon/evening hours. So we are way too far out still. We will know way more by tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon as well, but we just did not really know too much. But you can definitely see that severe weather over inside the west. So here it is, like right around here. You can see like the reds and even some purple on there. This is why a lot of places in the south, like Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, is under severe weather threats because of these supercells and these line of storms that may be causing hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes. But we're just way too far, and we're just going to have to wait some time. That's going to about wrap it up. Thank y'all so much for watching this entire video. If you stayed for the entire 10 minutes, and I will see y'all tomorrow morning with another morning forecast video.